Okay, we are now live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I will be with you in just a second. Just got to get the TikTok stream up and running. Okay, there we go. Turn that off. Pop that there. And that should do it. Okay. Okay. We are live, so hello everyone. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to Minecraft Monday. It's been a while. It's been so long. In fact, it's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since we last played Minecraft on stream, and I cannot tell you how excited I've been to finally get back into create at Astra, because it feels like it's been months. Even though it's only been 3 weeks, it feels like I haven't played this game for so long. I'm so looking forward to getting back into it. Hi Dagger, how are you doing? So yeah, before we begin, I'll do a bit of a recap of what we did. Well, basically of everything that we have so far, since it's been a while since the last stream, and then I'll talk about what we're going to be doing today. So here's the base. If you're new, if this is your first time watching this series, then hello. I'm going to give you a bit of a tour around and show you what's what, and then we'll take a look at what we're actually going to be doing for today. So, first things first, I haven't really done anything off camera this time. I normally do a bit of off camera work, but we don't really have any major construction projects or anything planned today, so everything's pretty much same as it was last time. We got our machine hall here, everything's as expected in here. We did add this in the last stream, our lava dispenser, because we needed it for what did we need lava for? Sturdy sheets. We needed it to make sturdy sheets, but that's working away. The andesite generator here still seems to be going quite well, no trouble there. The crop farm, the pumpkin farm, hard at work harvesting pumpkins for us again. No change there really, same as always. We might have to turn that off soon though, because I feel like it's been running for quite a while. We got 170 pumpkin slices. We'll keep it going for a bit longer, but we always need pumpkin slices, so I'm going to actually put these full pumpkins in there just so that they can be sliced by the machine there. Then up the hill, everything's, going as usual here. We got our casing generator, which is still hard at work producing no casings at the minute, probably because we don't actually have an automated supply of copper or brass yet, and the andesite production is lagging behind a little bit as well. But that machine is there, and it does occasionally spring to life when andesite gets fed into it. Then we got the tree farm, just about to chop down a tree right there, so that's all working perfectly as usual. And then obviously last week we built our, or was it last week or the week before? It might have been the week before that we built our diesel biodiesel production plant over here. So this machine here converts seeds and sugarcane into biodiesel, which we have quite a bit of. So we're doing quite well on that front. And that brings us to what we're actually going to be doing today. So the plan for today is we're going to be trying to find, first and foremost, some iron ore. We need to find an infinite ore vein, and we're going to start mining that. Obviously, last time we did discover that there is some gold. There's an infinite gold vein, which is just here, just north of the base. We're probably going to have to travel a bit further to find iron, so that's going to be the first part of the stream, is we're going to be locating a iron ore vein, and then we're going to be setting up some mining equipment to start drilling. I'm gonna sleep first though when it gets dark enough. Is this on PC, says Brandon? Yes, I am playing on heavily modded Java edition, so most of this stuff is only available on PC, I'm afraid. Hi, how are you, says Gethin Carden. I'm very good, how are you, Gethin? Yeah, like I said, I'm just waiting for it to get dark enough for us to sleep, and then we'll spring into action. But we got the ore vein finder here. We've also got our drilling machine, which we will be setting up today. Oh, actually, one thing that we could do, if I've got enough ender pearls, I'd like to get a feeding upgrade for our backpack. How do we make one of those? We only need one ender pearl. Do we have one ender pearl? Let's go and have a look. We do have one ender pearl. Okay, so ender pearl, golden apple, golden carrot, glycerin, melon. They're going to be a bit more expensive. Leather, string, and iron. We don't have any leather. That's not how you spell iron. And we also aren't going to have enough to make glycerin, melons, and golden carrots and shit like that. So bear with me, bear with me. Let's sleep first. How much did you set up, says Gethin? My setup was about £2,000, Gethin. That includes everything. My PC was about half of that. My PC was £1,000. And then £1,000 for everything else. Monitors, keyboard and mouse, microphone, headphones, the desk itself, or my steering wheel here, and all of this simulation gear over here. Like I say, it comes out to just over £2,000, but that's for absolutely everything. So not a bad price for a whole complete setup, considering how much stuff I've got. You know, I'm quite happy with it. Okay, we need to find a cow, because I need to get some leather. We're already sidetracked. We're like 10 minutes into the stream, and I'm already going off on a tangent to find a cow so that we can make a feeding upgrade for our backpack. But it is something that we need. It is something that I've been saying we needed for a long time. It's going to be good to finally do it. And, you know, we've got a spare ender pearl. Now's the perfect time to get it done. And then I don't have to keep remembering to eat pumpkin slices every 5 seconds, because we'll just get fed them automatically when we're hungry. The only drawback right now is that there's no cows. Excuse me. Oh, let me just blow my nose real quick. Sorry. I don't like to do stuff like that on camera, but I do still have a little bit of a sniffle hanging around. If you watched my Farming Sim stream on Friday, you'll know that I've been a little bit under the weather recently. So I do apologise if there's the occasional cough or splutter in today's stream. But it's mostly gone now. I'm mostly back to my usual self, so hopefully it won't happen again. Right, I see cows on the minimap. There's a cow. Okay. Thank you. We don't actually need the beef, just the leather. We don't need the pumpkin slices either. Should we get melons? Let's get some melons, because we could, in theory, set up a melon farm exactly the same as the pumpkin farm, but without the slicer, because melons are automatically sliced when you mine them. Oh, ants. Oh wow, there's a lot of ants. Damn. These are leaf cutter ants, so they defoliate the trees in the area, and as you can see, there's quite a few of them about. There they go, look, stripping the leaves off the trees there. Cool stuff. But yeah, like I say, we could set up a melon farm that just works exactly the same as the pumpkin farm, but without the slicing machine. Then again, don't know if that's really necessary. Do we really need melons? Do we really need more than one type of food? Not right now. It's not a priority. Do you use shaders, says Lucas. I do indeed, Lucas. The shaders that I'm using right now are called Mellow. This is, I think it's just called Mellow Shader. Yeah, Mellow Shader. As you can see, I've got quite a few installed, because I like to, you know, test out different ones and stuff, but Mellow Shader is the one that I've been using during the streams, and it's, without a doubt, I think probably one of the best shaders that I've used ever. It's really, really good. It's a very understated, you know, nice natural look. Very good. Gethin says, I've just spent 15 grand on a scam. I'm sorry to hear that, Gethin. That's very unfortunate. Can I ask you something in the politest way? Says Chelsea fan page. Sure, Chelsea fan page, go ahead. Okay, we're back. So we got the leather, which means we can make the basic backpack upgrade. Was it strings in the corners or iron in the corners? It was strings in the corners. Okay. Thanks for following, Fanta. Okay, so we got an upgrade base now. This, if you use the Sophisticated Backpacks mod, you need this to make all of the different upgrades for Sophisticated Backpacks. There's quite a few of them. There's the feeding upgrade that, you know, automatically feeds you when you put food in your backpack. There's a jukebox upgrade so you can play music discs from your backpack. There's a crafting upgrade so you can use it as a crafting table, and so on and so forth. There's loads and loads of cool stuff. Thunder. Right now, though, we are concentrating on the feeding upgrade because I'm constantly having to feed myself every few minutes because the pumpkins that are our main food source aren't very sustaining. They don't give you very much in the way of sustenance. So the plan is to get ourselves a feeding upgrade, and that should see us through. What else do we need? A golden carrot and a glycerin melon. Do we have carrots? We don't have regular carrots. We have copper carrots and cave carrots, but they don't work for the recipe. We need to have regular carrots, so we're going to have to go find some of those as well. But there's a glycerin melon. So the only thing we actually need then is a golden carrot. Which is 8 gold nuggets around a carrot. So I'll put that in my backpack. Please can you play Farming Sim, says Bob the Builder. I only play Farming Sim on Fridays, Bob the Builder. I will be playing more this Friday. We just started a new series on a new map called Moss Valley. Having a lot of fun with it so far. So there will be more of that coming Friday. Does this not just ruin the game for you? Says 736385K. No. I love playing Minecraft with mods. I feel that they really enhance the experience. They, you know, not that Minecraft isn't a great game on its own in vanilla, but I'm a big fan of playing games with mods. Oh god, raid starting. I'm a firm believer that mods can improve an already great game. And I think Minecraft is a good example of that. I'm gonna just go home because I don't have time to deal with a raid right now. Where else can we get a carrot? Zombies occasionally have carrots. I think that's a bit of a risk though. Let's just go back to the village. Let's try again. But I would like to just find the carrots and go. I'm really not interested in actually seeing this raid through. I'm just here for carrots. So if any of you have any carrots... I don't think they have carrots. Nope. Okay. What about that hut there? I think we've already raided that hut, but it wouldn't do any harm to go and check, you know? What I should have done is drank a bucket of milk first, because that would have gotten rid of the bad omen effect that I didn't even realise I had, to be honest. Okay, ow. Let's take a look in here. If I can get up. There's not enough ladder for me to climb up. Oh, hey, wait, do you have a carrot? No. Okay, well, then you're not much use to me, to be honest. I'm gonna go and look in your house and see if you've got one up there. No, we must have already been here then, because that chest's completely empty. I'm gonna sleep though, because that rain is so loud. Hey, that's better. Okay, so this village doesn't have any carrots, and this guy here doesn't have any either. Where else can I find carrots? It's possible that the witch house over there could have carrots. Or there's another village there, and another witch house there. Let's head south. Let's head to that other village and see if they've got any carrots. I'm going to have to come back to this village to get back to base though, because this village is where the waystone is, and I don't have one with me. Hang on, let me put this back in my bag. There we go. Ooh. But yeah, this is not what we were supposed to be doing, by the way, in today's stream. I was going to be trying to find some iron ore, with my vein finder. In fact, while we're wandering around, why don't we actually use it, you know? See if we can find anything. But we do need iron specifically. You can see there's traces of water 175 blocks away. That's no good to us. I don't know why we'd need an infinite water source when water is like ridiculously easy to find anyway. I mean, look, there's water here. We need iron. Iron is what we need. And we probably will have to travel quite a while to find it. I mean, we got very lucky that there was some gold right next to the base. If that had have been iron instead, that would have been great, but it wasn't, so we're probably going to have to wander for quite a while to find an infinite iron vein. Okay, we are near the other village now. Yeah, it's still just telling me water. Ooh, what's the book? Projectile protection, I'll take it. Impaling, I'll take that. I don't know if these villages are affected by raids, because this isn't a vanilla village, this is a modded village. I guess we'll find out. There isn't even anything in here. Don't want rotten flesh, thank you. Ah, this building normally has goodies in it. Carrots! There we go! And quite a lot of other foods as well, so let's fill our boots, I guess. Still only water. It's a shame. But let's head... Well, we're going to have to head back to the other village so that we can teleport back to base. And then we can make our auto feeder, and then we don't have to worry about feeding ourselves. And then we can worry about the iron ore vein, which is what we were actually supposed to be doing today. We're already nearly half an hour in, and we haven't actually gotten into the real meat of today's stream, which is going to be searching for some iron ore vein. An infinite iron ore vein, which we're going to be extracting with the mining drill from the ore excavation mod. If you're wondering how I'm jumping across the water, by the way, I'm wearing some boots. I don't know what mod they're from. Huh, where? Oh, it's these. I'm wearing Aqua Dashers from the Artifacts mod, which allows me to walk on water. Well, sprint on water. If you just walk normally, you'll still fall through. But if you sprint in, you can sprint right across the top, which is cool. Thanks for following. Sweaty XXX, Sack XXX, Slurpilator, clown emoji. Interesting username, thanks for the follow. Okay, get the gold nuggets out. There's our golden carrot. And there is our feeding upgrade. Ta-da! Okay, so if I pop this into my backpack now, we have a feeding slot here. And any food that I put in my backpack, we will automatically eat it when we're hungry. You can see there, some pumpkin slices just disappeared. I didn't touch anything. It just automatically fed me those because we were getting hungry. Now, there is a block list as well, because it will automatically feed you anything that's edible. So it might be a good idea... Sorry. it might be a good idea to put something poisonous like rotten flesh on the blacklist. So if we put that in our backpack, it won't accidentally feed us stuff that we can't eat. Same with these poisonous carrots, actually. Because if we find any of those while mining, we don't want to accidentally eat those. And I think that'll probably do it. We don't have any raw meat, do we? No. We can put these in our backpack as well now, though. So the great thing is now, we don't have to eat anymore. We just load any food that we get straight into our backpack, including the one in our hotbar, and it'll just automatically feed us whenever we need it. So we never have to manually eat ever again. Great. What next? Okay, now we can start looking, actually, for our infinite iron vein. So, over here is gold. As mentioned before, we found an infinite gold vein last week. It's just here in the water in front of our base, so if we set up a mining drill on this water here, we would be able to infinitely mine gold. But we don't want that. We don't really need gold. Gold's not really that useful to us at this stage in the game. What we really desperately need is iron. We are using stacks and stacks of iron in every single stream. We've got quite a bit of it at the minute, but it goes very quickly. We absolutely need to have an infinite supply of iron. So that is what we're going to be searching for now. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm going to start by heading... I think we'll head this way. We'll try and keep it on land first, because I'd rather be setting up a mining drill on land than trying to build some rig out at sea. So we'll head in this direction. Actually, one more thing. I'd better take a bed, just in case it gets dark. There we go. And let's go. I might have to put my big light on because it's getting a little bit dark in here right now. If you will excuse me for just 1 second. There we go, that might help a bit. How am I... Let me just check my preview on TikTok live. I'm not looking that bad. Okay, I think that's survivable. The problem is my split cam preview looks way more washed out than the camera than the actual video output on the TikTok stream. So I'm looking at the camera preview and I look really washed out. But then when I check the live stream, it's not as bad. Excuse me. Did you move house? Says Harry. No, same house. How does your Minecraft look like this? Says Hitbox. I'm using shaders. I think I'm using Iris. Is it Iris? It's not Iris. What mod am I using for the shaders? Because I remember it's Rubidium. It's Rubidium. No, it's Oculus. Sorry, it's Oculus. So because Iris, I couldn't get Iris working. There was a conflict with another mod. So the mod I'm using to enable the shaders is Oculus, and then the actual shader itself is called Mellow Shader. God, I'm coughing a lot today. I've got like a tickle in the back of my throat. A little bit of a scratch. Have some Dr. Pepper, that should help. We'll see. Okay, it's still detecting the gold vein that we've already found. Oh, copper. It's just detected raw copper 225 blocks away. Now, we will need copper eventually. If you want to make any kind of fluid handling stuff, pipes, tanks, pumps, you need copper, so we will find this copper and mark it on the minimap. But we don't really need to extract anything from it today. We're more focused on finding iron. Oh dear. Oh, I just want to mention as well, by the way, if anyone's watching over on YouTube, I have fiddled with the settings in OBS, and I've actually turned up the bit rate on the stream. So hopefully the stream will look a little bit better on YouTube than it usually does. I turned it up from 2,500 to 4,000. 2,500 is a bit low, but that's just what that was just like the auto. That's just like it sort of detected based on my internet settings that would be the best. But I've turned it up anyway. I've turned it up to 4,000, and it seems to not be causing any issues. So fingers crossed, if all goes well, I'll keep it like that for future streams, and the stream will look a bit nicer on YouTube than it usually does. Okay, I think we walked straight past the copper because it's now detecting water instead. Ooh, coal. Would infinite coal be useful? I don't know. Oh, actually, no. We do need coal to make steel, which is very important for Ad Astra. So coal would be a useful thing to have as well. So if we can track that down. Sorry for sniffling again. I'm okay. Still saying 150. I think we might have... This way, maybe? The thing about the ore vein finder is it's not very helpful. It doesn't tell you what direction the vein is in or anything like that. It just tells you roughly how far away you are, and then you have to figure out which direction to move in. But it says 100 blocks away now, so we... Oh, there we go, 75, so we must be heading in the right direction. Hummingbird! Hey, Hummingbird. Still on 75. Still on 75. Okay, we might have passed it. 100. Okay, so it's back this way. Let's head over this way. 100. 125. Okay, so it's this way, actually. You see what I mean? It's not helpful. It's there's a lot of trial and error to figure out what's the right way to go. But I think it's got to be somewhere... Oh, 25. Okay, so it's somewhere around here. 25. Let's check the chunks. I think it's probably going to be in this chunk here. Still says 25. Okay, what about that chunk there? 50 now. Okay, what about that chunk there? Still 50. Where? What about that one? $25. Okay. We're close. We're very, very close. Not there. This is just to remind you, this isn't even what we're looking for, by the way. We're supposed to be looking for iron. There we go. Coal. Okay, so this chunk here has coal in it. I'm going to add a waypoint. Open waypoint. Oh, Wait, one sec. Let's make sure we're right in the middle of the chunk. Create waypoint. There we go. Hello, says Jonathan Rubinzo. How are you doing, Jonathan? We'll just call it coal or vein. We'll make the marker black for coal. We'll have it hidden because we don't want to see it on the map at all times. So it won't appear on the map unless we activate it in here. Same with the other waypoints that we got. But now we know whenever we need coal, this is where to go to. Okay. There was also some copper. There was some copper over in that direction. So we'll go and try and pin that down as well while we're out here. Hopefully we will actually do some iron today. We're still only just over half an hour into the stream, so there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. More leaf cutter ants over there, look. Ooh, tropical fish in that case. Oh, is that a gorilla? Okay. Yeah, okay, I was just going to say, is he going to hurt me if I get too close to him? I think he probably is. Okay, sorry about that. Let's have a look in our animal dictionary. Rather than actually going up to him, let's just find out about him from this book. The gorilla is a massive ape found in groups in jungles. Groups? But he's on his own. He's not in a group. Okay. Anyway. Peaceful protectors of the jungle, but that doesn't make them defenseless. They can deal massive damage if provoked. Each group of gorillas has one leader, the silverback, who commands his troop through the jungle. They are 2 to 3 times as strong as any other gorilla, and can often be seen pounding their chests when anxious. Okay. Trustful and friendly if given bananas. Okay, can we tame a gorilla? Can we tame this gorilla with bananas? If given enough bananas, gorillas can be commanded to sit or wander and will automatically come to the defense of their new friend. Okay, so we can't fully tame them and have them follow us around, but we can have them protect us if we feed them enough bananas. So, something to bear in mind. You keep on eating your leaves, guy, and if I find any bananas, I might come back and see if I can feed you some. Jesus Christ, look at these leaf cutter ants. Why are they all so big? There's a few small ones, but they're mostly big ones. What? Whoa, I'm staying away from that. Let's get our ore vein finder out again. Okay, raw copper, 225 blocks away. We're back on track on the hunt for copper. Do we have coffee? I'm going to get some coffee. Why not? Wild coffee. Lovely. And eggplant. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Everyone loves a good eggplant, right? That's why it's one of the most popular emojis, isn't it? Not this kind, though. The fully grown kind, the purple kind. Raw copper, 100 blocks away. Okay, we're closing in. Please don't be, like, directly under the volcano, because I can't be dealing with that mess. Ooh, sunbird up there. Oh, never mind. We've gone past it. It's somewhere in this area. 75. More leaf cutter ants there. Ooh, creeper in that hole. 25. Okay, we're getting close. Still 25, so it's got to be somewhere around here. 0. Bingo. That was a lot quicker than the coal. Okay, so we'll put a waypoint here. Create waypoint, and we're going to call this copper ore vein. And we'll have it. There's not really a copper color. I mean, gold is sort of a coppery, orangey color. We'll use that. I was supposed to set that to disabled as well, so it doesn't appear on our map unless we want to see it. So we have now discovered veins of copper and coal, and obviously there is the gold near our house. But we still need iron. We still need iron, so let's keep on wandering. We might be wandering for a while. I'm not sure, like, I don't know the exact rarities of each ore type, but I would, at a guess, I would say that they probably made iron slightly rarer than copper and coal to, you know, to balance it a little bit. I know that diamond is exceptionally rare. Even in my creative test world, I didn't find any diamond veins. And ancient debris, forget it. There's another ant nest here. Wow. They're everywhere. Okay, we are starting to stray from the base a little bit more now. I don't want to go too far. I'm kind of hoping that we might find something that's fairly close to the base. So maybe we should stop heading east and start heading south. If we go like in a big circle and then come back to the base, I think that'll be the best option. This mountain is made of deep slate, by the way. It's not a volcano, is it? No, it's just rocky mountains. It's still just detecting water. Water's everywhere. Water's so common. I'm wondering actually if these work on other planets as well, because we have got we have got Ad Astra in the pack, obviously. Maybe the water could be useful on certain planets if you can find infinite water on Mars, for example, where you can't just place it down on the surface. Could be something to think about when we eventually get there. Loads of iron ore all over the place here, but we can't take any of it. We don't want any of it. We need an ore. We need the infinite vein is what we're looking for. Individual bits of iron are completely useless to us in the long run. Bruno says, me and my sister beat the Ender Dragon yesterday. Congrats, Bruno. Well done. First time? I'm going to put my bed down real quick. Sorry. What is this tree? Oh, I thought that tree... I didn't see the trunk. I thought the tree was just growing out the side of the hill. Like, if you look at it from this angle, it's a very strange looking thing. First time in survival. Well, congratulations, Bruno. Well done. Still copper. Hi, not seen you live for a while, says Dan Foley. I was away for a while, Dan. For about 3 weeks. I was away because I was busy with various things. First of all, my jumping spider Luna died. Then my sister came to visit me from Wales with my nephew. And then I got ill. And I'm still on the recovery from quite a nasty cold that I had last week. So it's been a long time since I've been able to stream, actually. I'm only just getting back to it after a few weeks away. Okay, it's still only saying copper. I think, I was going to say I think we're in new territory now, but nope, we are still in a place that we've already been. Oh, is that a tower? I was kind of OP because I had full diamond armor with good enchants and a netherite sword, says Bruno. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, you gotta go prepared for stuff like that. The Ender Dragon, I think, when the Ender Dragon was first added, it was obviously the most difficult enemy that had ever been added to the game. But in comparison now that you've got stuff like the Warden, which is way stronger and more powerful, I don't think the Ender Dragon's as difficult in comparison these days. And, you know, there's a lot more equipment and stuff that you can use to defend yourself. Back in the day, Diamond was the best you could get, but nowadays you can get Netherite as well, so it helps. Not a girl, says Shay. Aren't you, Shay? Okay. I am. Well, actually, I'm not. It always really bugs me when people say girl, because I'm not a girl. I'm an adult. I'm a woman. Big difference. And it's very telling as well that it's always the people who have negative views about trans people who tend to use the words boy and girl instead of man and woman. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe there's a reason that they use words that are usually applied to children. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, who knows. Okay, backpack's looking pretty full, by the way. I could probably do with upgrading this at some point. This is only an iron backpack, so we can upgrade it twice to diamond and then netherite. And obviously we can do other upgrades that increase the storage capacity as well. So lava lake here, hopefully that doesn't spread. Let me chop down this tree, and then I'm protecting this shrubland from being set on fire. Ow. Oh yeah, I never did test if these boots work on water, on lava. Should we? I'm going to put it to the test. They do. Okay. So we still take damage from the lava, but we can run across the lava with the boots on. So that's very interesting. We still take damage from the lava, even though we don't sink into it. Furry, says Shay. Well, now you're just saying words. What evidence have I ever provided that I'm a furry? I'm not a furry. No disrespect to furries, by the way. I have friends who are furries, but I'm not. I think there may be some confusion here, Shay, because first of all you call me a girl, which I'm not. I'm a woman. I'm an adult. Then you called me a furry, which, again, there's absolutely no evidence to that effect. So I think you... I think your head might be in the wrong place, Shay, I'm afraid. Oh, yeah, to be fair, you did say not a girl. You did say not a girl, so you were right about that. But you said it for the wrong reason. Hey Saul, been a long time since I've been here. How you doing? Says DM4 Ellis. How you doing, Ellis? It's good to see you again. It's been a while since I've streamed, to be honest. I've been away for a few weeks because I've been a bit under the weather, and my sister came to visit, and yada yada yada. Lots of stuff happened, but I'm back now. So it's good to hear from you again. I'm currently looking for an infinite vein of iron ore. And not having much luck. There's plenty of water, and we did find coal and copper, but no trace of iron just yet. And like I said earlier, I think the iron is rare. They've deliberately made the iron more rare than the others, so that it's, a bit more balanced. Is that a nether portal over there? I should have my spyglass out. That is another portal over there. Okay. Let's go check it out. Can you please play Farming Sim? Says Footy for Life 655. I always play Farming Sim on Fridays, Footy for Life. So if you want to see the next episode, it will be coming on Friday. Is that a Roadrunner? It's a Roadrunner. Oh my god. Let me look you up in my animal dictionary. Oh my god! We can make super speed boots with the Roadrunner. The Roadrunner is a medium-sized bird found running around across deserts and badlands. Okay, so if we get 4 Roadrunner feathers, some chiseled sandstone, and some boots, we can make some special boots that let us run faster, but only on sand. Okay, that's less impressive. I thought they were just general super speed boots, but apparently they only work on sand. And we don't really have much of that near our base, so it's not really worth the effort. Ooh, night vision goggles. We've already got some of those. I think we're wearing them, actually. Yeah, we are. Okay, backpack looking pretty full right now. Ooh, infinite lapis lazuli, 400 blocks away. Do we... We don't need infinite lapis. We really don't need infinite lapis lazuli. It's not... I don't think we really need it at all, to be honest, let alone in infinite supply, so let's not bother. We need iron, I keep saying, we need iron. Never mind lapis. Afternoon, Saul. Afternoon, Aiden. How you doing? Okay, we're actually getting closer to the lapis that I don't want. Oh my god, look at that. 2 waystones right next to each other. What are the chances of that happening? I'll get a screenshot of that. That's got to be a rare sight. I'm going to take both of them. Look at that. What are the odds of that happening? Well, I'll grab this one. And I'll also grab this one. We will need waystones in future because we can set up a waystone network where we just... When we eventually have multiple different bases, we can travel between them with waystones. I don't think we're going to use it for interplanetary travel, though, because I feel like that's a little bit cheaty. I don't want to just, go to Mars, put a waystone there, and then instantly be able to teleport from Earth to Mars and back. I think that's a bit cheaty. So we'll stick to only using them to travel between destinations on the same planet. But still a very, very useful thing to have. And they're from the mod of the same name, by the way. If you want these waystones, the mod that they're from is just called waystones. Very useful. It adds in like just random waystones throughout the world, which you can use to teleport between places. Obviously, you can pick them up and put them at your bases, so you can travel between different bases and stuff like that as well. And you can, you know, there's a few crafting recipes and all sorts of other stuff. It's not a bad little mod. A nice little mod. Good afternoon. How are you today? Says Sammy Jacobs. I'm good, Sammy. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Aiden says, just chilling playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Which one, Aiden? I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's expert by any means, but I think I've played all of them except Security Breach, which I didn't even buy. But I've played all the original series from 1 to Pizzeria Simulator. And Ultimate Custom Night. I've played Ultimate Custom Night. Didn't really get anywhere with it because it's specifically designed to be very difficult. But I did play it. And I also played... what was the mobile one? Not the VR one, the AR one. Was it Help Wanted? Might have been Help Wanted, I think it was called. I've played that. Oliver says, hi. Well, actually, Oliver just says, saw, but hi, Oliver. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sammy, I'm okay, thanks. Just finished cutting my front hedges. Nice one, Sammy. Bit of gardening. The weather here isn't really the best for gardening, but I will be out in the garden tomorrow, hopefully. We've actually... just this morning, we had some rubbish taken away. We've been... well, at the end of last year, we had some work done in the house. We got some new furniture and new carpets fitted, so we did have like a lot of crap just sort of piled up in the garden, and we finally gotten rid of it today, so we can actually get to work on making the garden look nice again. I'm planning on building a little bit of a deck. We got like a little corner of the garden where the grass doesn't grow because it's just dead. So I've been thinking of building a little bit of a deck area, and we got a pond as well. I don't really talk much about it on stream, but I'm actually really into gardening, and I put a lot of time and effort into my garden. Maybe I'll show it to you guys one day. Because yeah, we actually recently got a little pond in the garden as well. It's not a very big one. It's like I think like a meter by 50-60 centimeters or so. But we got a nice little pond in the garden a few months ago, which looks incredible. Like I say, at the minute I'm working on getting a little bit of a deck put in. It's coming along nicely. And like I say, I think maybe I should like do a gardening video or something like that, and let you guys see the garden, because I've never actually talked about it on stream before or on any of my videos. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go home in a minute because my inventory is filling up quite badly now. Exciting, will be nice for summer. Yeah, that's the thing, Sammy. I mean, summer's come early this year, as it tends to do these days. But we're still not officially into summer until later this month. So I'm hoping that we can get it finished before the. Well, I'm hoping we can get it finished before the summer holidays. Because my sister is going to be bringing my nephew up from Wales for a couple of weeks in the summer holidays. He's 2. Well, he's going to be 3 very soon. But yeah, I'm hoping we can get the garden all nice before they come up for the summer, so that he can play in the garden and and enjoy the garden a bit. So it's kind of all hands on deck to get the garden sorted at the minute. Oliver says, good now after 2 exams. Oh, hope they went well, Oliver. Fingers crossed for you. Thank you for the ice cream cones and the roses, by the way. Very kind of you. Okay. I think we should just head back to base. I think, in fairness, we still aren't very far away from home, so maybe we should just keep going. Maybe we should just keep searching. I'm just not finding iron, and that's what we need. What's that? Thorium? Ooh. Should we get some? We do need... I mean, we're probably not going to be doing nuclear power for a very long time, but eventually I would like to do nuclear power, and we will need thorium to do that. So it's good to just gather some. What's a meal or food that you love? Says Sammy. Ooh, good question, Sammy. If you're asking, like, what is my favourite meal, I don't know, to be honest. I've got quite a few... Sorry. Didn't sleep much last night. I've got quite a few favourites. I like full English breakfast. Which is a bit of a pain in the arse to make. It's very, it's a very involved, very hands-on meal to make. So it's a once in a while kind of treat. But I do like full English. I like fish and chips. Absolutely love a good fish and chips. That's like my go-to whenever we go out for a meal anywhere. Like whenever we go out for a meal to the pub, or a family celebration, a birthday, or anything like that, my go-to meal is usually a nice fish and chips. Love those. Or a katsu curry. Oh, that's another one. If there's katsu curry on the menu, I love a good katsu curry when I'm out and about. I like to make katsu curry as well because it's a very easy thing to make. We normally, it's not like 100% homemade because we do buy the sauce in a jar, but Blue Dragon do a really nice katsu curry sauce. You literally just stick it in the pan for a few minutes, put it on some rice, and then we use chicken goujons because they're like pre-battered, and it's a lot less hassle than like breading. Getting breadcrumbs and making the breaded chicken yourself. So literally, chicken goujons, a pot of sauce, and some rice, and you've got a katsu curry. It's super easy to make. Really, really great meal and really easy to do as well. Good choices. Thanks, Sammy. Oh wow, look at these biomes. Lavender Valley and Sakura Valley. These are gorgeous. Oh, look at those up there. Ah! Ooh dear. Nearly. I've fallen in a hole. Okay, this Lavender Valley is gorgeous. Ah, more thorium. Okay, so I think the reason that there's lots of thorium out here is because when we first started this world, I didn't have the Create New Age mod. I added that after the world had already been created. So it's possible that, the thorium ore won't have generated near the spawn area, so that would explain why we're seeing it out here further away from the base. But good to know. If we do, when we do get round to doing the nuclear stuff, we know that we need to travel a bit further away from the base to find thorium. Afternoon, says Catman Charlie. How are you doing, Charlie? Welcome to the stream. Are you near Shropshire by any chance? Says Sammy. I'm not, Sammy. No, I'm in South Yorkshire. Born and raised. Well, actually, technically, I was born in North Yorkshire, but I've lived in South Yorkshire most of my life. Not bad. You, says Catman Charlie. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Still a little bit of a sniffle, as you can probably hear, but pretty much over the worst of it now. It's pretty much gone at this point. It doesn't help that the weather has been quite cold for the last few days, and you know, when you have a cold and the weather's cold, it makes it, you know, it takes longer to get over it. So it's taken me a bit longer than usual to get past it. But like I say, I'm pretty much back to normal now. Blueberry bush, I'll have one of those. Oh, look at that. Can we make... Okay, I think we have to plant these directly. Yeah, so I don't want to accidentally eat them, so I'm not going to put them in my backpack. Wild potatoes, why not? Whereabouts in Yorkshire, says Ashley Tompkinson. I was born in Harrogate, Ashley. Lived there for... Well, I was born in Harrogate, lived in Boroughbridge for like 6 months, and then we moved to Doncaster, and I've lived here pretty much my entire life from that point. I did live in Bath for a few years, because that's where I went to university. But I moved back up here after, so, like I say, pretty much lived in Doncaster my entire life. What was I going to do? I was going to... Oh yeah, peach. Do I want to... I want to save the peach as well, because I want to plant a peach tree. Bath is lovely, says Sammy. It is absolutely amazing. The only reason I went to Bath, really, was because the city itself is such an amazing place. When it came to choosing my university, initially I wanted to go somewhere close to home. I applied for Sheffield Hallam, Leeds Beckett, University of Lincoln, because I didn't want to travel too far away from my family. I'd never really been away from my family for a prolonged period of time. So I wanted to stay nearby, right? I thought, you know, part of me thought if I went to Sheffield Hallam, I wouldn't even have to move out. I could commute there every day and stay at home. But then a part of me got to thinking, you know, if moving away from home is part of the uni experience, right? So I got to thinking maybe I should go somewhere a bit further afield and you know, get a little bit of independence from my family and stand on my own 2 feet instead. So I started looking a bit further afield. I looked at like Edinburgh, and of course Bath, and Bath seemed really nice. So I applied for Bath Spa University. I made it my first choice, and that's where I ended up going. I studied there for 3 years, got a degree in computer science with a specialism in game development. Great time in my life. You know, most of my closest friends today are people that I met while I was at uni, and obviously I got a degree in game design, which means I know how to make video games. I haven't made any yet. Well, I haven't published any yet, but I have plans. There are gears turning. There are things in the works. But yeah, wouldn't change it for the world. I'm so glad that I made the choice that I did, because like I say, it was. I think a big part of university is about taking that sort of step towards independence. When you've lived at home for 18 years, when you've lived with your parents for 18 years, it's it's a good opportunity for the first time in your life to be away from. Oh shit! Whoops! I knocked my light over. Yeah, it's a nice opportunity, you know, to be away from that for the first time in your life. And I'm very glad I did it. I'm very glad that I took that step. It was the furthest I'd ever been from home in my entire life. And it was great. And I absolutely love Bath. It's a absolutely beautiful city. If I could afford to, I would absolutely live in Bath. But it's a very expensive place to live, so probably won't be happening anytime soon. Emeralds? Oh my god, raw emeralds? Okay. Should I go and find that? No, it's... I mean, what's emerald really useful for, really? No, I don't think we'll bother. We need to keep looking for iron. That's what we're here for. What is that? Oh my god, that looks amazing. We got to get close to there. Did it hurt when they chopped it off, says Thomas. Fun fact, Thomas, they didn't. And they won't. They can try, but I won't let them. They're not taking that away from me. Oh my god, look at all these lilies. Wow. My auntie lives there, it's great, says YNW8. Yeah, honestly, best place I've ever lived. No disrespect to Doncaster, but actually full disrespect to Doncaster. Bath is objectively a nicer place to live than Doncaster. I don't think it's a controversial thing to say, but yeah, it's very expensive. It's a very, very expensive place to live. I think... I'm sure there was like a report a few years ago that it was like one of the most expensive cities to live in the UK, which I can full believe. But yeah, if I had the money, in a heartbeat, I would absolutely spend the rest of my life in Bath because it is just such a beautiful place. Wonderful time, wonderful 3 years of my life, fantastic. Loved it. Retford is better, says Charlie. I mean, I've never really been to Retford, apart from occasionally passing through it on the train. So I wouldn't know. Ever been in Middlesbrough, says Thomas. Not really. Again, it's a place that I've passed through a couple of times. But I've never really visited it properly. My mum's actually from Middlesbrough. So there is like a family connection to the area, but I myself haven't really been. I've been to Redcar and Saltburn, both of which are like, you know, adjacent to Middlesbrough, but I've never been like properly into Middlesbrough itself. Ah, okay. Well, that was uncalled for, wasn't it? That was unnecessary. Don't do it again. I just want to get some thorium. It's okay. That one I deserved. That one was entirely my fault. I should have learned from the first 3 times. What shader is that? Says Ronaldus. This is a shader called Mellow Shader. Very good shader. Very nice vanilla-y feel to it. Not too overpowered, because I think one of my biggest issues with a lot of shaders is that they just do too much. When people talk about like, oh, this shader completely transforms the way Minecraft looks, I always think like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to completely transform the way Minecraft looks? I like the way Minecraft looks, but this is the perfect, you know. This is a shader that enhances Minecraft. It doesn't completely overhaul the visual feel of it. You know, it just expands it a little bit, which is very nice. What's the goal for this live, says YNWA. At the minute, we are trying to find an infinite iron ore vein. You may recall in the last stream, we built the ore vein finder, which detects infinite ore veins. We are currently about 2,000 blocks away from base, and we haven't yet found an iron ore vein. They're very rare. We found copper, we found coal, and we found gold, but we've yet to find iron, and we really, really need it. What is this biome, by the way? Cloud forest. Oh my god. What a cool looking biome. Look at this. When we traded the villagers for fortune. Yeah, for Silk Touch. We traded for Silk Touch because we needed a block of raw redstone. What do you mean you can only see? Look how dark it is. Just let me go to sleep, man. There we go. Oh, we're running out of food as well. We're going to have to head back to base soon. But we still haven't found what we're looking for. So I think we'll have to go back to base just to drop off all of this stuff that we've collected and get some more food. But then we're going to have to just keep looking. We're almost halfway through the stream. I was kind of hoping we'd find it within the first hour. Don't you start. Go away. Okay, so this is a haze forest that we're in now. Oh, I like the particle effects. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, bald eagle. Cool. There's some really fantastic biomes out in this direction that we haven't really seen before. I'm a big fan. I like it. Raw emerald. Okay, we're only 125 blocks away from the raw emerald. I think we might just go and find it. Oh, Lush Cave. Surfish Lush Cave. I actually found one of these on another world in vanilla. But what a cool thing to see. It does look really cool seeing Lush Cave biome completely exposed on the surface. Really, really interesting. And by the looks of it, the raw emerald is quite nearby, so we might be coming back here at some point if we ever do decide to harness the raw emerald. Again, not sure why we really need to, but you never know. Oh my god, there's a waystone there. Look at that. What a place for a waystone to spawn. We've found some very strangely positioned waystones today. What mod is this? This is a mod pack called Create Ad Astra. It's a custom mod pack that I put together. The main mods are Create and Ad Astra, but there's lots of other stuff as well. The mod that adds in all these biomes that you're seeing is called Terralith. A wonderful mod that adds in hundreds of new biomes without actually adding in any new blocks, which is really impressive. But there's lots of other stuff in the pack as well. Farmer's Delight, Nuclear Craft, Alex's Mobs. Well, not Nuclear Craft, Create Nuclear. Alex's Mobs, backpacks, sophisticated backpacks, curios, artifacts, lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. If you want to download the full mod pack, by the way, there is a link in the Discord server. There's a link in my bio to take you to the Discord server, and in the Minecraft channel you can download the entire mod pack. What's the thing in your hand? This is an ore vein finder. So this is from a mod called Create Ore Excavation. It adds in basically infinite ore veins that are very rare. We're currently tracking down an emerald vein, which I think we're very close to right now. It's still saying 25, man. Still saying 25. Okay, I'm having a bit of a hard time tracking down this emerald. Now it's gone to 50, so it's got to be in this area. $25 again. $50. Where is it? Surely we've looked in every single one of these chunks, right? Zero. Okay, it's this chunk here. Right. So head to the middle of the chunk. There we go. And create waypoint. Emerald or vein. Obviously we'll make it dark green. And we need to set it to invisible. Okay, so we have now found copper, coal, gold, and emerald, but we still haven't found iron, which is what we've been looking for this entire time. We need iron. Oh, is that ochre right there? It is ochre. We can get gold from that. Not that we need to, now that we've found an infinite gold ore vein near our base. What the hell was that? Was that the eagle that just made that sound? Or is that a seagull? That sounds more like a seagull. It's not a blue jay. That is not what a blue jay sounds like. I'm fairly confident on that. Raw zinc. Now, I did spot zinc earlier, and it was way closer to the base. But, maybe we should mark it anyway, because zinc is another very useful resource to have. I think it's going to be over here somewhere. 125, never mind. It's going to be this way then. We did get 75 earlier, right? So it's got to be around here. Still 100. We did get 75, right? We did. Where were we standing when we got 75? Okay, I think that was a blue jay, actually. Stop shooting at me. Ow. 50. Okay, we're getting close now. It's going to be right up the side of this sheer cliff face. Lovely. 25 blocks away. Okay, this is not going to be a very appropriate place to build a mining drill, so this might not be where we do end up mining our zinc from. But it'll be, you know, we'll put it on the map anyway. It's handy to... It's a handy place to come to if we need it. 25 blocks away, so it's got to be somewhere around here. I'm thinking it might be this chunk. Nope, that's just gone up to 50, so it's this way. 0. It's this chunk here. And yeah, like I say, there's not really a nice flat area for us to actually put the mining equipment in. So I don't think we'll end up exploiting this particular vein, but we know it's here in case we do want to come back to it. So zinc ore vein, aqua is a fairly accurate colour for the blue flecks that you get in the zinc, so we'll do that. And then we'll continue on our way. So we've now found coal, copper, gold, zinc, and emerald, but still no iron. Just keep walking, I guess. Now we have already been this way. We are going back the way we came, which is not very useful. We should actually head this way a little bit, because we haven't been that way yet. And then we're more likely to find something new. We have completely run out of food. No, we haven't. I just ate something. So evidently not. How rare is an iron vein, says YNWA? I have no idea what the exact rarity levels are for the different veins. But from what I've seen so far, the iron one seems to be rarer at least than... Oh my god, there's a tiger. Oh my god, there's a tiger. Hello. You're not going to chase me, are you? Yeah, it's rarer than copper, it's rarer than zinc, and it's rarer than coal, because we've seen all of those in some capacity. We've seen a couple of emeralds, so it might even be rarer than emerald, although we might have just got lucky with the emerald, so I'm not sure. Okay, tiger. Let's have a look in my book at tigers. Big cats that can be found in bamboo jungles. Naturally wary of outsiders, will attack if approached. Capable of becoming nearly invisible when stalking prey from far away. Extremely fast. Prey are frozen in fear. Feeding them chicken or pork chops, one can obtain the tiger's blessing, which will allow one to approach a tiger without being mauled. This effect will result in tigers coming to your aid if attacked. Ooh, that's interesting. Do we have a pork chop? We don't. We've only got steak. That's a shame. So we can't get the tiger's blessing right now, unfortunately. But that's cool. We found a tiger. More tropical fish. Still getting zinc. Is that? No, it's just water. There is rice, though, actually. I'm just getting flashbacks to the rice debacle from when we played the previous modded Minecraft series. And it took us so long to find rice. So I'm getting that now. If we want to do anything with rice further down the line, now we've got some. Oh my god. Oh, it's Komodo dragons. Oh my god, they're poisonous and they're not friendly. Jesus Christ, I wasn't even sure what that was. I was looking at that like, what is that? What is that? It was two Komodo dragons. Possibly going at it. Are they sparring or are they kissing? I don't know. They're doing something. Good lord. Okay, so we've never seen these before either in the wild. Let's see what they're about. Largest lizards in the world, found in sparse jungles. See man and beast as food alike and attack almost anything. They can often be seen wrestling. Okay, so they're wrestling each other. They have a fondness for rotten flesh and will eat an entire stack if put out by a player. If they are fed multiple stacks, they become... You can tame them! Oh. You can ride them! Oh my god, you can we can tame Komodo dragons and put saddles on them. Oh my god. That's amazing. We gotta do that. But we don't have... We've only got 5 rotten flesh. That's nowhere near enough. We have got to do that. As soon as I've got enough rotten flesh... In fact, we could do it now. We could just zip back to base right now. Just pop this waystone down and teleport back to base. Okay. Stay calm. Stay calm. We're about to get a Komodo dragon. We got 1 stack of rotten flesh. Oh, that's not going to be enough, is it? Right. Anything that we can eat, I want to keep in my backpack. Everything else can go. We'll put the sweet berries away so that we can grow more of them, actually. We'll keep the nature's compass, obviously. Put the gunpowder away. Books and eggplant seeds. Okay, I think that should do it. We're good to just keep travelling then. Let me get some pumpkin slices. A couple of stacks of those. In fact, let's just take all the pumpkin slices. And then... let's see if this rotten flesh is going to be enough to tame a Komodo dragon. Oh, wait, do we have a saddle, actually? If it does work, then we're going to need a saddle. Fingers crossed. It does say... it says in the book... multiple entire stacks of rotten flesh. Now, we only have 1 entire stack of rotten flesh, so we could get lucky. But if not, then we're just going to have to wait till we got more resources. Okay, can I tame one of you guys? Ah! Don't attack me, don't attack me! Eat these, eat these! Why aren't you eating them? Oh, we need to throw them. We need to throw them on the ground. Okay. There you go. Eat those. Eat those. Is it eating them? Is it eating them? It's not eating them. Is it because there's another one nearby? It might be because there's 2 of them near each other. Ah! Ah! Oh no, they were eating it. Oh, there's only 14 left, so they were eating the rotten flesh. Ow, can you stop, man? Oh, but now I don't know which one was eating it. Oh my god, he broke my gold. He broke my gold leggings. Okay, you know, fuck this. I'm leaving. I'm moving on. We'll try again another day. It would be very nice to get a pet Komodo dragon, but I think we'll you know, call that a write-off for today. When you live till today, says YNWA, 6 o'clock as usual. I'm really hoping that we will find a vein of iron ore before that. Let me just put these on my blacklist so I don't accidentally eat them. Oh, you can't eat glittering melons anyway. Fair enough. Wait, hang on a minute. Cave carrots aren't poisonous? Oh my god, I thought... Turns out cave carrots aren't poisonous, only copper carrots are poisonous. Right, well, good to know. Raw gold, 400 blocks away. We've already got a gold vein literally on our doorstep. We need iron, please. We're over halfway through the stream now and we haven't found iron. I don't want gold. Oh, wild bell peppers. Interesting. See, this is a problem. When I'm out and about, I just end up picking up crap. Like, literally anything that I see, I'm like, ooh, I've not got any of those. Let's grab some. Which fills your inventory up very quickly. Hummingbird. Wait, is that... Did that hummingbird pollinate the coffee? Do they do that? Hang on a minute. They're pollinators. I didn't know that. Hummingbirds are pollinators. Wow. So if we got hummingbirds at our base, our crops would grow quicker. Oh my god, a capuchin monkey! I love this mod pack so much. Let's read about capuchin monkeys. Small primates, native to jungles, come in many colours. Fondness for bananas. You can tame them. They can follow, stay, and wander. And they can attack for you. They can ride on your shoulder. Come on. Come on. I've got to have a capuchin monkey, right? You feed them eggs to heal them. You can breed them with maggots. Wow. You can create sopa de macaco. Wow. Interesting. This is so cool. This is... Okay. I would love to keep you as a pet, capuchin monkey, but there aren't any bananas around, so I don't really have anything to feed you right now. I'm very sorry. I'm finding so many amazing animals that I want to keep. We saw the Komodo dragon, we saw a tiger, we've just seen the capuchin monkey. Oh, I love it. This Alex's Mobs, by the way, is the mod that adds in all these amazing creatures. Highly recommend. And as YNWA says, the biomes are sick as well. They are some. There's some really cool biomes thanks to Terralith. There's a rhino there. Don't know what they're used for, but I'm sure they have their uses as well. And I'm sure they're very aggressive and territorial, so I won't get too close to them. Thank you. Take some of that. Fill your boots. Oh god, there's another village right there as well. Look at that. Leather cap? I mean, I don't really need a leather cap, thanks. Fletching table, the most useless block ever added to Minecraft. Don't need that. I don't have a bed. I accidentally put my bed in the storage vault when we went back home. Which now means we're going to have to steal a bed. Thank you, sir. Unfortunately, I am also going to have to take this with me. You understand. Sorry about that. Rhino. Okay, what do rhinos do then? Let's have a look. Let's consult the guidebook. Rhinoceros. Okay, large armoured animals found within savannas. Large horns on the head, yep. They attack if you get too close. They kill pillagers, that's interesting. Skittish, but can be pacified with wheat. Oh my god, that's cool. Listen to this, right? If a potion is used on a rhinoceros, the potion will be applied to its horn, Any creature attacked by the rhinoceros will then be inflicted with the potion effect. So if we gave a potion of harm to a rhino, and it then charged into another enemy, it would give that enemy harm. We could poison a rhino's horn, and it could attack other creatures and inflict them with poison damage. That's really cool. I like that. I like it. I like it. Some elephants over there as well. Don't know what uses they have. I'm pretty sure you can ride on them because the wandering trader can have an elephant with him. There's some very blue-looking trees over there. I'm wondering what that is. Some other interesting biome. Still raw gold, but I don't want raw gold. I want raw iron, please. Copper. We've already got copper. We are getting quite close to base again now. We are heading back towards home, so I'm amazed though. We have searched quite a wide area today, and we found no trace. Excuse me, no trace of iron whatsoever. I think we might just be getting very unlucky because it can't. I mean, I know rarity's one thing, but it gets to a point, right? I think we might just not be having very much luck. There's another copper right here. Is this copper closer to base than the other copper? I don't think so. Wasn't the other copper over here somewhere? Let me just activate that waypoint for a second. Oh god, yeah, that's really close to base. Wow, I didn't realise how close to base that copper was. That's good. That's very good. So we don't need this copper here. That's useless to us. More bell peppers. Now, I'm just looking down here. That could be good. I'm not saying it looks promising, because it's completely random where the ores spawn, but nice big flat area. If we could find some raw iron in that biome, it would be very good, because we could very easily set up like a large-scale mining operation on a bit of land like that. So let's head down there and see if we can find anything. Still just copper. How long you been live, says YNWA? Almost 2 hours now. We haven't been searching for the whole stream, because there was a bit at the beginning where we built our auto-feeding upgrade for the backpack. But we have been looking, we have been searching now for a good hour or so. Traces of lapis, that's not really much use to us. Yep, no such luck. Doesn't look like we're going to find anything in this area. Apart from lapis, if that's any good to us, which it isn't really. I mean, we're only 100 blocks away, we might as well find it. Thanks for the heart, me, Scotty Dog, by the way. I don't know how long ago that was sent, but thank you very much. 25. Okay, closing in. 0. Okay, it's this chunk right here, which is mostly in the water, unfortunately. Never mind, it's not this chunk. It's this chunk? No. Where was it? Where was... I literally just had it. What do you mean 25 blocks? I literally... It was on 0. It said 0. Are you kidding me? 0. It's this chunk here. Okay. So. Add another waypoint. No, not a temporary waypoint. Okay, lapis ore vein in blue. There we go. So we have now found, just to clarify, gold, copper, zinc, coal, emerald, and lapis. That's 6 different infinite ore veins we've found, and not one trace of iron. Oh, I see tarantula hawks. These things are lethal. I hate these, but you can make some really cool elytra upgrades if you get their wings. I'm going to stay clear of them for now, but yeah. We'll come back to those another time. $2.25 still. Ooh, tomatoes. We don't have tomatoes yet. I don't think we do anyway. Oh, there's an interesting looking building over there. Let's try and get a look at that. Oh, there's a waystone here. Lovely. Croarkark. What an interesting name for a village. Croarkark. Oh, is there another... Wait. Is there a big village? I think there's a big village over there as well. With a castle. Okay. Water. I don't need water. I'm on water now. There's water literally everywhere. Coral Reef's pretty cool, though. Another tarantula hawk over there. Okay. Is this place inhabited, first of all? I don't know if I trust this. I'm seeing a lot of redstone about, and I'm worried that there's going to be some kind of booby trap. Oh, we got a goat horn. Lovely. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and some XP bottles. Let's have those. Copper's not really... We don't really need to collect it up. Oh. Okay. We can't read that, apparently. Crossbow and some more XP bottles. See, the thing is, it's all good stuff. It's all stuff that's nice to have, but it's just not what we need right now. It's not what we're looking for. Smithing templates. We don't have any of those yet. Or do we? I don't actually know. And that's it. Okay. Oh, no, it isn't. There's... Ow. There's another floor. And another chest. Lovely. And another goat horn. Okay, what's this one sound like? Okay, lovely. Fantastic. Ow. Oh god, there's a tarantula hook right there. Okay, let's head inside. Comforting? What did I just eat? Okay. Now we need to try and avoid the tarantula hawks because they are lethal. Water, no good to me. I feel like we're getting quite far from base again as well, because we are literally heading directly south right now. There's loads of villagers in this area, though. Still water. Waystone there. Rattlesnake! Get away! Get away! Still water. Oh my god, okay. I appreciate that this isn't the most exciting thing in the world to watch, to be brutally honest. This is now the 8th episode of this series. We've done 8 episodes of Create at Astra, and I think this might be the most boring one. This might take the title as the most boring episode of the series. I was really hoping, like I said, I was hoping we'd find the iron in the first hour, and then we'd spend the rest of the stream setting up the mining equipment and starting to drill, right? But unfortunately, the iron just hasn't materialized. It's okay, says YNWA, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna head... We'll continue the circle, I guess. But I want to start getting back towards base, because I feel like if there's only an hour left in the stream, I'd rather try and do something a bit practical to finish off. I don't want to spend the entire 3 hours just wandering around trying to find something. At least we can walk on water, which makes it a lot faster than swimming. There's got to be some iron somewhere, though. Eventually, somewhere out there, there has to be iron. Not lapis. Why would I want more lapis lazuli? We don't. It's not useful. It's nothing to me. I'm sorry, but I don't need it. Oh shit. Now I can't get out of the water. There we go. I'm starting to get a little bit bored myself now, to be honest. I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Copper. I don't want copper. I've got copper. Another waystone there. Another 2 waystones. Okay, right. These waystones are spawning so frequently right now. It's crazy. This is the second time today that we've found 2 waystones in close proximity to each other. Look at that. There's one there, and there's another one right there. This is crazy. I'm absolutely filling my boots right now with waystones. We got like we got like 8 of these today. They'll come in handy eventually. Oh, abandoned mine shaft. Well, a very, very small piece of one. If I can stop falling in holes. This might be a perfect place to put a waystone, actually, because then we can come back here and have a look round. And it's in a mesa, so it will most likely be gold as well. It will be very rich in gold. So let's put down one of these waystones we just collected and call it gold mine. There we go. And we can come back here to get gold, which we actually won't need to do because we're going to have an infinite supply of gold very soon. But it's a point of interest. It's a point of interest. We may come back here. Still copper. Copper, copper, copper. I swear to God, if we get all the way back to base and it turns out that there's iron really close to the base, I'm not going to be very happy, to say the least. I do have a sneaking feeling that that's exactly what's going to happen. Backpack's full again. Copper. 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 Just give me iron, please. I really need it. If I can't find it today, then I might have to do it off camera before the next stream, because I'm not going to subject you to another stream of this. Why is there so much copper? I don't want copper. Still saying... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning now. Even I'm getting so bored that I'm yawning at my own stream. Redstone. I guess redstone's kinda useful. It'll come in handy in future. Okay, let's track down the redstone. We've tracked down everything bloody else, so... I've fallen asleep here, guys. I genuinely am. I'm so sorry. The thing is, the worst part is I didn't have anything else planned for today because I was so sure it's only going to take us an hour to find iron. We're not going to be spending 2 full hours trying to find iron. And yet here we are. And there's really, even if I go straight back to base, there's nothing else we can do. There's nothing else planned. Why has the redstone just disappeared and now it's saying that there's water 850 blocks away? What do you mean by that? I think it's got to be this way. Nope, still saying 150. 125, okay, it is this way. I need to sleep again. $100 blocks. 75 blocks. Okay, it's been on 75 for a while. Are we getting any closer? Nope, now it's gone up to 100. $50. Oh, there's an exposed geode. That's pretty cool. Look at that. 220. You're messing with me now. It is taking the piss at this point. Oh, get away. 25 blocks still. 0 blocks. Okay, this chunk here has redstone in it. Redstone ore vein. Dark red. So we have now found redstone, lapis, zinc, emerald, copper, and coal. We have now found, and don't forget we've got gold back at the base as well. We have now found 7 different ore veins. The only above ground, the only overworld ore vein that we haven't found yet, apart from diamond, is iron. It's the only other one we haven't found. How have we not found it yet? It's been 2 fucking hours. We must just be insanely unlucky today, That's the only thing I think of, is that it's really bad luck. Because how the hell, how have we found copper, gold, zinc, redstone, coal, and emerald, but no iron? No iron at all. None whatsoever. We're like 25 blocks away from water as well. Wow. Water. Incredible. We're gonna, as if we're gonna set up a mining drill just to mine water. There's water everywhere. Why does that even need to be a thing? Okay. I'm losing my mind. Hammerhead sharks, cool. My patience is wearing thin. It's... How can we not have found any iron yet? Just, look at the area that we have surveyed. We've looked basically everywhere in this area. How have we not found iron? And now I've fallen in the water as well, so I need to get somewhere where I can get back on top of it so that I can sprint. I mean, look, it hasn't been a total bust, you know. We've at least had the opportunity to explore some new biomes and see some new creatures that we haven't seen before. That's all very fun, that's all well and good. You know, it was nice to see the tigers and the capuchin monkeys and the rhinos and the Komodo dragons and tigers and whatever else we saw today. I think I said tigers twice, but it's been fun. It has been fun. I just wish we could have actually found the thing that we've been looking for the entire live stream so far. But no, no such luck. Like, seriously, this entire... We have surveyed an area this big. We have surveyed that entire area, and there is no infinite iron vein in that entire area. We found everything else but iron and diamonds. Now, I can understand diamond being rare. I can understand there not being any diamond in that area. Diamond's supposed to be rare. I don't understand why there's no iron in that entire area. I don't like that. I'm not happy about it. Oh shit, we've fallen in again. Bollocks. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? This is my first Minecraft stream in 3 weeks, and it's been, so far, a total waste of time. We finally broke the streak of good episodes of Minecraft Monday. We managed 7 episodes of greatness, and then episode 8, aside from being delayed for 3 weeks, is also a complete bust. But no, not to worry, because we found raw zinc 750 blocks away. Wow, incredible. Really useful. And there's some raw redstone, 725 blocks away. Also very useful. And oh, look at that. Water. 450 blocks away. Because we're not in the middle of a giant fucking ocean that's entirely made of water. No, I really need to find a super rare vein of water to mine. Because it's not absolutely all over the place right now. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I really do think I'm going to have to do this off camera. Because I genuinely don't think I am going to find it before the end of the stream. Which is insane. Because I've travelled so far. Gold again. I don't want gold. Zinc. I don't want zinc. I've told you what I want several times. It's iron. All I want is iron. And I deserve it, frankly, at this point. I've been wandering long enough, just all over the place, for nothing. I think at this point I deserve to find iron. So will you please just give me some iron? Apparently not. We're closing in on another raw zinc. Lovely. I tell you what would improve this mod would be if you could get maps from villages. You know, like how you can get buried treasure maps. It would be good if you could get a map that showed you the location of an infinite ore vein. I think that'd be a nice improvement to the mod, and it'd, you know, help to integrate it a little bit more with vanilla Minecraft. I'm gonna have to sleep again, aren't I? What am I gonna do? There's literally only 45 minutes left on the stream. We have been doing this now for over 2 hours. Oh, is there nowhere? There's no land here for me to get out to. There we go. And it's still just zinc. It's nothing but zinc. And lapis. I don't want lapis. I want iron. That's all I want is some iron. I'm gonna head back to base. I wanna salvage this live stream by actually doing something before it ends. I'm going to find it off camera. We'll find an infinite iron ore vein off camera. It's probably going to take years, but I will find it. For today, let's just head back to base and see if there's any little odd jobs that we can do so that the stream hasn't been a total waste. Sound good? Oh, piss off. I didn't realise that using the telescope would cause the boots to stop working. And you can go away as well, please. Cheers, Dolphin. Okay, we're fairly close to base anyway, so let's just head back to base, cut our losses, and just say, you know what, today's stream has been a total waste. Let's try and end it on a high note by doing something useful. Okay, base is just over that hill, so we're nearly back. Maybe I should do. Maybe I should try and craft a couple more backpack upgrades. Maybe that'd be a useful thing to do. I wonder if I've got enough diamonds to upgrade to a diamond backpack actually, because then we'll have way more storage space. And from there, I could add more upgrades as well, because once you upgrade the size of the backpack, it has more upgrade slots. You can see currently we've got space for 2 slots in an iron backpack. I think a diamond backpack you get 4, and a netherite backpack you get 6. So we could have a crafting table, a jukebox, a smelter, a compressor which lets you carry multiple stacks in one slot. There's lots of options. Oh, there's a waystone here as well. Oh, I just can't wait to clap eyes on the base again after all this time. Ta-da! Oh, is that a sight for sore eyes or what? Thank God. We're back at base. We didn't find any raw iron. We didn't find what we were looking for, even though we spent 2 entire hours looking for it. But I don't care. We're back at base. Let's try and do something useful to end the stream on a high note, right? So first and foremost, let's unload all our crap. Everything except food, same as before, can go... I can't use move all because it'll... Oh, never mind. That does work. Put you away. That'll do. Okay, so we're back at base. Let's see what odd jobs we can get ourselves up to. Is there anything on the checklist? No, the checklist is clear. We actually cleared it last time, so there's nothing to be done there. Okay, let's take a look at the backpacks then. How do we craft a diamond backpack? We just surround an iron backpack. No, we surround a gold backpack with diamonds. I completely forgot gold backpacks were a thing. Do we have 8 diamonds? We have exactly 8 diamonds. We've obviously got more than 8 gold. So let's make ourselves a diamond backpack, shall we? Okay, first let's make a gold one so we can see how much it improves the storage space. Wow. Look at that. 3 slots, massively increased storage space. But we can do one better. We can upgrade to diamond, which then has 5 upgrade slots and a ridiculous amount of storage space. I don't even think we need to bother going for netherite. I can't imagine we will ever need more storage space than this. I will probably prove myself wrong with that, but wow. Look at the size of our backpack now. That's pretty good. Okay, let's pop it back on. If we can. There we go. Okay, so backpack's back on our back. Now, let's see what other upgrades we can make for it. So, here are all the upgrades. Pickup upgrade makes items filters items piped in and out of... Wait, hang on. Makes backpack pickup items. Okay, that's good, I think. And the magnet is the same, but with a wider range. So when items drop, they'll automatically go into our backpack instead of our inventory. That's quite useful. We can filter... Let's not bother with that. Feeding upgrade we got. Compacting update is very useful. No, not the compacting update. The stack update. Stack upgrade is what we really want. There's a void upgrade, so we can delete items. Restock upgrade, not really bothered about. Refill. Inception. Everlasting. Everlasting is useful. It means it won't fall into lava, but we've got the Graves mod, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Smelting and smoking could be useful. Crafting table is an essential. Stone cutter could be useful as well. Okay, there's a stack downgrader. Interesting. Oh my god. What? The stack upgrade Omega tier raises the stack size limit to 2 billion. How many stacks is that? 1 second. I'm going to need a calculator for this one. 483,647 divided by 64. That cannot be right. That's 33,000 stacks. There's no way that I can fit 33,000 stacks of an item into one single slot in the backpack. There's no way. There's no way that does. We'll see. We'll see. Tool swapper has its uses, but maybe not. Battery would be useful for some of the equipment from Ad Astra, so we'll think about that. Anvil, smithing, survival infinity. Okay. Oh, that's a creative only thing. I was going to say that sounds ridiculously OP. Alchemy upgrade. Oh my god, we can have a brewing stand in our backpack. That's amazing. Okay, but the big one that I want to go for at the minute is the stack upgrade. That's really cool. That's really impressive. All we need is an upgrade base and 9 blocks of copper. We can do that very easily. I didn't notice it got dark though, so let's sleep first. Okay, 9 blocks of copper. 9 nines are 81. Do we have 81 copper? We do not. We in fact have enough copper to make 5 blocks. Okay, where else? We're going to have to go and grab a bit of copper real quick, aren't we? I'm thinking, though, if I remember correctly, back at Kroarkark, there was this house here, I believe, had some full blocks of iron, some full blocks of copper just lying around. So if we could get that, hopefully there's 4 blocks worth. I didn't really count when we were there the first time, because I didn't think we really needed any copper. But we do, it turns out. It's very useful for upgrading our backpack. I thought we were done with this for today, but evidently not. Once again, you know, sorry the stream was a bit uneventful, but I really was expecting us to find what we were looking for a lot earlier into the stream than we actually did. There's another one over there, which might have another one. So let's go to that one as well. But yeah, like I say, I'm really sorry. I really was expecting it to be a much more eventful day than it turned out to be. And I will find the infinite ore vein off camera, and then in the next stream we can get straight into the ore excavation. Okay, there's another house over there. That's where I'm heading right now. Still a great stream. Thanks, Dagger. Kind of you to say so. What are these things when they're at home? Triops. Okay. Interesting. Are they in the Alex's Mobs dictionary? Triops. Small shrimp-like crustaceans found in bodies of water in desert biomes, very primitive, characterized by their hardiness and 3 compound eyes. They eat the larvae of mosquitoes and terrify mosquitoes. Okay. They are bred with carrots. But why would you breed them? Oh, you can make mosquito repellent stew with them. Okay, I get why you'd want to breed them now. Very interesting. I suppose while I'm out here, I might as well keep clicking anyway. You never know. I'm not expecting to find any iron at this point, but... stranger things have happened. There we go, that's all we needed. Why is the desert so white? Says Treyridge Tranedin Train. That's just the shaders that I'm using. The one area that they don't look too great is the desert, because they do wash it out a bit. Banging stream, says YWA. Thanks very much. Oh god, there's tarantula hawks everywhere. I don't want to get attacked by a tarantula hawk. I hope there's a waystone at this village, because if not, I've walked all the way here for nothing. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that today. Yep, wasted trip again. What's going on over there? Hold on. Oh, it's an abandoned village. Lovely. Can abandoned villages have waystones? I don't know. I think it's easier if we just go back the way we came, though. It's Dutch, says Tree Rage Train. What does it mean? I'm guessing the train means train. But do tell me what the rest of it means. What's the tool for? This is an ore vein finder. It detects infinite ore veins from the Create Ore Excavation mod. Currently, it's only detecting water, which is not good. We're trying to find iron. But I can't find any, and I'm a bit annoyed about it. It means sad sobbing train. Interesting. Good to know. Ow. God, how far was it? Oh no, wait. Was it this village here? Is that where? No. No, it's that village there. What mod are you using? It's a custom mod pack by me. It's got about 100 mods in it. The main ones are Create and Add Astra. But there's lots of other stuff as well. Farmer's Delight, Alex's Mods, Sophisticated Backpacks, Terralith, etc, etc. There's lots and lots of really cool bits and pieces in it. Aquaculture, waystones, gravestones. And if you want to download it, then please do join the Discord server, and you'll find it in the Minecraft channel. Very fun mod pack, not too big, but not tiny either. There's plenty of stuff to be getting your teeth sunk into without it being too daunting. Because I'm not. Oh, camel. Hello. I'm not a fan of mod packs that add in like 50 huge mods that have all got massive progression systems and add in thousands of items and stuff like that. I think a good mod pack should have like 2 or 3 core mods, and then the rest should be smaller mods. You know, just little changes, quality of life stuff, that kind of thing. And that's what this mod pack is. It's 2 big mods, create and add Astra, and then lots of little bits and pieces to enhance the experience. Okay, we need an upgrade base. 1 leather, 4 string, and 4 iron. And we can now make a copper stack upgrade. Now, the way this works is if we take our backpack out. Actually, no, we don't need to take our backpack out. Hold on. Put that back on. Take our backpack, open it. We put this stack upgrade in there, and you will see that straight away. Ta-da! We now have a stack of 96 pumpkins. So it basically just upgrades the size of a stack. This is the smallest upgrade, so it only upgrades the size of a stack from 64 to 96. But once we upgrade it further, we can do a lot more with it. We'll try and upgrade it to iron as well. We should have enough to make an iron one as well. In fact, let's have a look. Yeah, iron one, if we just surround this with 4 blocks of iron, we can upgrade it further, and then that doubles it to 2. We could have skipped that stage and gone straight to iron, but too late. Then gold, 8 blocks of gold, which I don't know if we can afford yet, but we'll have a look. We definitely can't afford the diamond upgrade yet. We have no diamonds. We've completely run out of diamonds. But if we can get it to gold, then the stream might not be a total loss. We might actually consider it a successful stream. Let's see. Okay. 4 blocks of iron. There we go. Take you out. Wait, what? Oh, we have to actually... There we go, okay. Modded, says Russell. Yes, indeed. Like I said earlier, we're playing with about 100 mods. The big ones being create and add Astra, but lots of other quality of life stuff as well. We've got, as you can see here, sophisticated backpacks. I've just added the iron stack upgrade to my backpack, so we can now have stacks of up to 128 items, which is very useful. CurseForge, says Russell. Yes, it is all through CurseForge. If you want to download the exact mod pack that I've got, then you can find it in the Minecraft channel of my Discord server. There's a link in my bio to find that. But all the mods are publicly available on CurseForge. Like I say, the main ones are Create and Add Astra. We've also got Farmer's Delight, Sophisticated Backpacks, Alex's Mobs, Waystones, Gravestones, Terralith, Incendium, Nullscape, Aquaculture, and lots of other stuff as well. So it's like I say, it's not a massive mod pack, but it's enough to give you plenty to be getting on with, you know. Thanks for following, by the way, Russell. Okay, so we don't have enough gold to make a gold upgrade for the backpack just yet, which is a shame. But I think the iron upgrade's fine for now, you know. How do we make a jukebox upgrade? Oh, we don't have a jukebox. We need a diamond for a jukebox. Unless we already have one that I don't know about. We do not. What about a smelting upgrade? Oh, no, a smoking upgrade. We could, but actually, do we really need a smoking upgrade when we've got our... Do we smelt thorium? Are you supposed to smelt thorium? No, you're supposed to crush it to make nuggets of experience, radioactive thorium, and iron nuggets. Okay, so we'll not bother with that for now, but we've got some iron to be getting on with, so we'll pop that there. Oh, we got 2 steaks here as well that I forgot about. Lovely. Why am I not wearing my engineer's goggles, by the way? I should have those on. Well, now we do. How long more are you live for? Probably 20 minutes, YNWA. Like I say, very, very disappointed that we couldn't find what we were looking for in today's stream, that being the infinite iron vein. But it's not a total loss. We have upgraded our backpack. We got the auto feeding upgrade and the stack upgrade now, which is very useful, so I'm very happy about that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we can be getting on with before we wrap things up. Oh, that's... Is our source still... Has our source stopped working? Why is that? Okay, for some reason the pumpkin farm stopped working there. I just went to see how many pumpkin slices we had in storage, and we didn't have any. For some reason the pumpkin harvester stopped turning. Oh well. No harm done. We have got plenty of pumpkin slices to eat anyway. Okay, maybe let's go and check on the rest of the equipment and see how it's all going. Andesite farm, still working away just fine here. I do need to make a proper staircase, a proper pathway to get from the lower half of the base to the upper half, because we got these machines up here that are a bit difficult to reach from down at the base. But everything seems to be working alright up here. Packages flying about in all directions. The tree farm is moving. Yep, that's working perfectly. The casing farm is working, but obviously it's working very slowly because there's a very slow input of the necessary materials. But eventually it will continue to work. Are they real, says Soup? Nope. They are indeed not real. Or fake, for want of a better word. I might actually shut down the tree farm for a bit, because we now have almost 500 stripped birch logs, and we don't really need that many. How are we doing for andesite? We also have nearly 500 andesite casing as well, so I think maybe a couple of the machines could do with being shut down for a while. The problem is I didn't actually fit most of the machines with gearboxes, with clutches, sorry, so we can't just shut them down. I mean, we could break the water wheel. That will stop it, but it would be nice if there was a switch that we could flip to just turn it off. I think we do have a switch to turn the tree farm off, so that's useful. Yeah, we just flip that lever. The tree farm is now deactivated. Well, let's let it do a full cycle before we do that. Or actually, no, we'll leave it there so that it's not touching any of the trees, so it won't cut any of them down if they do grow. Okay, so we have now turned the tree farming machine off for the time being, and we can turn it back on again when we need more wood, which probably won't be for a while because we got 500 logs right now. So I'm going to build a clutch for this machine as well. In fact, what we could do is put a clutch here, and that'll only turn off the drill portion of the machine, but we only need to turn off the drill portion because we don't actually need... because that's basically like the starting point for all of the machinery. So we'll get a clutch, we'll get a lever, And we'll just go ahead and slot those in to the existing mechanism. Like so. Maybe a bit higher so that we're not walking straight into the, you know, when it's not right in our faces as we walk past. Let's put it there. That looks better. So now if I put the water wheels back in, the machine should start again, but it won't actually do anything. Yeah, the drills aren't working. So at the minute, only the conveyor belts at the bottom are working, which doesn't really affect anything because there's nothing being put onto the conveyor belts. So we now have the ability to deactivate and activate the andesite alloy farm, which is very useful. There we go. The pumpkin farm, I don't think can be deactivated. Well, to deactivate that, you just have to right-click on the machine, and that turns it into a stationary... It deactivates the contraption, so we can turn that one on and off easily. This one doesn't really need to be turned off because it's dependent on input from the andesite farm and tree farm, so that can be running continuously. The diesel generator is a bit interesting. The diesel plant is interesting because this can't be turned off, but it also can't fill. Like, once the canister's full, it can't fill it any further. But if we move the canister out of the way while the machine's running, it'll just spill all the diesel out onto the floor. So we should be a little bit careful with that. But I think pretty much we've fixed it now so that every machine, most of the machines, can be turned on and off when necessary. And we're not going to have our chests overflowing with logs and andesite that we don't need. Okay. So, what else can we do? There's 10 minutes left. Is there anything else that would be useful to make? Anything that would be handy to make while we're at it? We could make a... We could make a display link just for the fun of it. Because they're quite interesting. So we need 2 brass casings and 2 transmitters. Well, we got casings. Transmitters are made with 3 copper sheets, a lightning rod, and redstone. Oh, we can't turn that... Why can you not turn a block of copper back into copper ingots when you can do that with every single other block of in the game? That's so stupid. So we can't make a display link unless we find some more tape measure? Oh, interesting. Unless we find some more copper at short notice, because we're right at the end of the stream. But I'm going to go and find some anyway. Ow. Okay, we'll have a quick look down here, see if we can get a little bit of copper, make the transmitters, make the display link, and then you'll see what they do. I must say it is nice not having to eat, though. That's definitely... I'm glad that we finally got that done today. We got the auto feeder for the backpack, so we don't have to worry about eating every few minutes. It just does it for us. Yeah, we'll go and smelt this copper. I think... Oh, yeah, we're also going to need some display boards as well, which means we need electron tubes. I don't think we have any of those already. We don't. We also don't have any rose quartz, but we can make some. Oh, is it the other? It's the other way around, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Bit of rose quartz. We're also going to need some sandpaper. Got a fresh one there. There's our iron. Okay, you... Oh, it's not fresh at all, actually. It's probably going to break. It's broke. Now we need to make another piece of sandpaper. Or we could just make 3 electron tubes and save that piece of rose quartz for later. That's also an option. Oh, sorry. Lightning rod. Oh, that's per transmitter. Okay. So we need another 3 sheets. And another lightning rod. There we go. Okay, copper sheets, lightning rods, brass casings, not brass casings, redstone. Where's the redstone? Oh, Christ. There's the redstone. Okay. Redstone, copper sheets, lightning rods, transmitters, 2 transmitters, 2 brass casings, 2 display links. And then 6 display boards. Small cogwheel. We may need a large one as well. We'll see. But what we're going to do is we're going to pop this display link here. And then we're going to pop a... Where should we put the board, actually? We don't really have anywhere to put it at the minute. Let's just put it here for now. In fact, oh yeah, actually, if we... That doesn't look too bad. We'll leave it there for now, so we can at least see what the thing does, so we can at least see it in action. And we also are going to need to attach it to the power supply somehow. So let me just put a little hole in this wall. Okay, shaft we need. There we go. Shaft, cogwheel. Put all this back. Is that in the right place? Nope, those were the other way around. There we go. And then we put our display boards here. We put our display... It's not rotating with enough speed. Of course it's not rotating with enough fucking speed. There. Is that enough speed now? Okay. And then I think... Yeah, I think... Wait, actually, wait, do we only need one of these? We might only need one. I think we click here to set the target detection, and then we click on this one. Nope. Ah, okay. Not a display source. I'm a bit confused as to how this works. Not a display source, not a display type. What do you mean this isn't a display source? This is a display source. How is it not a display source? How is the item vault not a display source? What are you talking about? What about the vault terminal? Is that a display source? I don't know, because I can't attach to it. Not a display source. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so this hasn't worked how it was supposed to work. Basically, the idea is that I was going to hook that up to the vault, and then the display board would show you how many items are in the vault. But apparently, it doesn't work like that. Can I put it on here? Not a display source. What? Right-click the target display, then attach it to the block to read from, which is what I've been doing. Open the interface to configure what's sent. Yep. Display will now read information. Yep. Yep. Okay. But it doesn't work from a vault, apparently, even though I am 90% sure that I did this in my test world and it worked, so I think someone's lying right now. But whatever. What we can also do is, just to show you how it is supposed to work, if I click on the board here and then click on this depot. Ooh, one sec. There we go. What should happen now is any item that I put on the depot, the name of it will appear on this display board. So if I put the display link itself, one sec. I can't put the display link itself on there. I can. If I put the display link on there, it now says display link on the board. There's not enough room. The board's not wide enough to actually fit the whole message on, but you get the idea. If I put cut calcite bricks on there, it says nothing. It says cut calc. There we go. Cut calc height bricks. Star Wars reference there, unintentionally. You get the picture. You get the picture. What have we got that's got a shorter name? Sticks. Sticks have got short names. Poppies, they've got short names. chest. That's got a short name. There we go, stick. Now I think what also happens is, because it says combine item names, so I think if we put another display link on a different depot, let's put one on here, combine item names, line 2, what should happen is, we put the poppies on there, it says stick and poppy, yay! Now we can also set it to... We can't set it to do anything else. I thought you could set it to do item count as well, but apparently not. But you get the gist. You see how it works. It can read values of certain blocks. It can tell you how much is in a chest or something like that. Apparently not a vault. It doesn't work with vaults, is what I'm seeing. Apparently, it definitely. How does it not work with chests? How the hell does it not work with chests? What are you talking about? Wait. Should I be using a stock link instead? Maybe it's a stock link I'm supposed to be using. We'll have a look into all of this in the next stream. I'm going to have to end it. I didn't even realise it had gone past 6 o'clock because I got distracted by this. But, you know, we'll see that in action another day. The point is, we have been streaming for 3 hours. We've done basically nothing. So I'm going to declare this stream a write-off. And we will be back next week with more Minecraft Monday, where we'll actually get some stuff done. I'm going to go searching for an iron ore vein off camera, and we will set up the mining equipment, and we will start mining, which is what we were supposed to be doing in today's stream before we spent 3 hours trying to find some iron ore and failed. But that is where I'm going to have to leave it for today, so let's look at the positives. Let's look at what we actually have done today. We have crafted a feeding upgrade for the backpack. We've upgraded from an iron backpack to a diamond backpack, and we've got an iron stack upgrade for the backpack as well. So we have a much bigger, better backpack, and we've got the auto feeder. And even though we didn't find any iron ore veins, we have found veins of redstone, lapis, zinc, emerald, copper, coal, and gold. We've got a gold one right here at our base. So it's not been a total loss. Not the most exciting stream. Again, I apologise that we didn't find what I was trying to find today, but it's not been a total waste. We've done some useful stuff, and I'm fairly pleased with where we're ending things for today. So, before we finish up, let's get one last good shot, one nice long look at the base. There it is in all its glory. Thank you for being here. It's been an interesting stream. It hasn't been an interesting stream. It's been an incredibly boring stream, and I deeply apologise for that. But that is where we're going to leave the Minecraft. Please don't go away, because I'm going to say a few words before we wrap things up. But the Minecraft portion of the stream is, as of now, finished. Okay, let's get this sorted. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me today. First Minecraft Monday stream in 3 weeks, and unfortunately it didn't go particularly well. Like I say, I'm very sorry that we didn't manage to achieve what I wanted to achieve today, which was to find some infinite iron ore vein. We just got unlucky, unfortunately. It really is a shame. I'm a bit disappointed about it, but we managed to salvage it and have a fairly decent stream anyway. And like I say, I apologise that it wasn't particularly exciting, but I will be doing some work off camera to make sure that next week's stream we will be starting with the iron ore already found, and we'll be going straight into the drilling. So next week's stream should be a lot more interesting. That's going to be all for today. My next live stream, I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be, because I am going to be doing Farming Sim on Friday, obviously, but there are a couple of other things that may or may not be happening, depending on how things go. Sorry. I am obviously looking at getting a new spider, but there's nothing confirmed there yet, so I don't know whether that will be this week or next. I also want to try out Roadcraft, but that's probably not going to be this week because I'm busy tomorrow, so it'll be next week for Trucking Tuesday, if it happens. So I'm really not sure when the next live stream is going to be, but there will definitely be a Farming Sim stream on Friday. There may be a video during the week as well. I have started finally writing the script for the 4th part of the Lego tour video. I'm about halfway through it, so there will be a Lego tour video coming very soon. Hopefully, as I say, that will be out before the end of the week. And that's pretty much all I have at the minute, unfortunately. Like I say, I've been away for a while. I'm only just getting back into the swing of things, so there's not a lot planned in terms of videos and live streams. I'm just going to keep going at my usual pace and try to do what I can and try to get back into the routine of it all. And of course, there'll be more Minecraft next Monday. There'll be more Munch's Odyssey on Sunday, which I was supposed to play yesterday. Sorry about that. I will be continuing that this Sunday for definite. I'm yawning again, I'm very sorry. I will be completing that. I will be playing more of that this week on Sunday. So yeah, that's that. It is what it is. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Hope you've had a wonderful time. If you have and you haven't followed, please do. If you're watching over on YouTube, hi. First of all, please do subscribe. Same name over there, Ashbridge Industries, same name as here on TikTok, so please do go and subscribe over there if you want to see my live streams in a landscape aspect ratio instead of the portrait style streams that I do here on TikTok. All of my live streams are on YouTube and TikTok at the same time, so whenever I'm streaming on TikTok, I'm also streaming on YouTube, so you can watch over there if you are subscribed. Join the Discord server if you want to keep up to date with when I am doing videos and live streams and stuff like that. If you want to chat to me, if you want to get more information about the mods that I use, not only for Minecraft, but for Euro Truck, for Farming Sim, and for other games that I play, do check that out. Follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky. Not that I ever post there, but you can follow me on those platforms as well if you really want to. And of course, last but not least, shout out to the Patreons. Thank you very much to Kate, Sophie, Jess, and Daniel, my wonderful Patreon supporters. If you want to get your name on this board and get a shout out on stream, please do check my bio. It only costs £1 a month to support me on Patreon, and you get access to a few perks. There's behind the scenes content every now and then. I don't always have a lot of behind the scenes content to post, but when I do, that goes up on the Patreon, and you get your name on the board and get a shout out on stream. And it's only £1 a month, so chocolate bars cost more than that these days. Literally, let me put it this way: if you had a £1 coin, a shiny silver and gold £1 coin, would you rather spend it on a single-use chocolate bar that you're going to eat once and never think about again, or would you rather give it to me? Because I'd quite like it. Thank you very much. Give me your money. That's all. Thanks everyone. I'll see you on Friday or maybe before. Depends what happens. But either way, thanks for joining today. Sorry it was a bit of a bust, but hopefully I salvaged it a little bit at the end there. And my camera's gone out of focus. That's always a good cue to end the stream. Even the camera's given up. So goodbye everyone. I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye. And bye-bye, of course, to everyone over on YouTube. Thank you for joining me there. Again, I have been streaming... Oh, I've just closed down the music player there. Never mind. I'm going to end in a second anyway. But yes, I have been streaming today at 4,000 kilobits per second instead of the usual 2,500. So hopefully, I'll check the stream back afterwards and we'll see what's happened. But hopefully the stream looks a lot nicer in the VOD than it has done in previous streams. We'll find out. But